Hey, it's Tina. I help experts turn their IP into certification and licensing programs. One of the biggest questions I get is, what are the steps to actually create my certification? What do I need to do? What do I need to know to make sure that I'm building a good certification program? Certification is not a model where you just want to make it up as you go, where you want to throw something at the wall and see what sticks. Believe me, I've done that before. I'm very much a visionary, experimental person. We don't want to do that when we're creating a certification program. There's simply too much at stake to do that. So I want to share with you today the exact 9 steps I work through with my own clients. There's 3 stages to this 9-step process. I'm going to walk you through each one of these stages here. The first one is success. And I like to say that the success of your students is going to determine the success of your program overall. Their success is your success. So we need to be really, really purposeful, first looking through the lens of what do we need to have in place in order for people to be as successful as possible with what it is you're giving them. We need to first look at your student profile. Who is the right fit for your certification program? What needs to be true about them? What do they need to bring to the table already? What are the prerequisites? Likewise, who is not going to be a good fit? If your certification program is for everybody, I guarantee that is going to cause problems down the road for you. We want to be really purposeful and frankly, a little picky here in this stage. The second step is to look at the licensing and permissions. What are they getting from you? What are they allowed to do with it? What can they not do with it? Again, we want to be purposeful here. It's not a good certification program is not simply giving them everything you know about everything. Actually, less is more quite often when it comes to a good certification and licensing program. The specifics of what exactly they're going to be receiving, what exactly they can do with it, allows you to create a program that's very clear in what success looks like. And of course, the 10 times pricing model, this is my formula for how to make sure that the program is priced in a way that is profitable for you, but also of huge value. There's a lot of return on investment for the people that you're certifying. So we want to be really purposeful there as well too. And these 3 things together really set a foundation for what a successful certification program can look like. As we're clear on those pieces, now we can get into the structure of the program. And the structure is all about looking through the lens of adult learning best practices. How do people actually learn? And I will tell you, I'll be upfront with you. That's a video for another time, but this is an area that I was not purposeful and strategic about upfront in the earlier days of my certification. And frankly, my programs weren't as good as they could have been because of it. Training format. How are you going to deliver this training? What is the format? What is that structure going to look like? One thing there's lots of options here, right? But one thing I can tell you for sure, a recorded video and a Q&A call does not a certification program make, right? There's some really key elements we want to make sure are included in how you deliver this program so that people are having the best learning experience possible in the journey. Curriculum design. This is getting into the nitty-gritty. You know, we know what they're getting. We know what your certification is about from step number 2. Curriculum design is now breaking it out into the modules and the sessions and the slides and the handouts and the templates and all kinds of things that they're going to receive. That's quite frankly the meaty part of the work that often needs to be done in creating a certification. And of course, the testing process. How are they going to earn their certification? What does the testing process need to look like so that you know they know what they need to know? Say that 5 times fast, right? You want to make sure your testing process is based on you being able to feel confident that they have now earned the right to go out and call themselves certified in your methodology, in your IP, and that you're confident they know what they're doing as they go out there in the world. The last piece is all about the standards. And there's a few aspects here that are so important for maintaining the integrity of your certification program in the long run. We want to look at continuity and renewals. What happens after they become certified? How do they renew? over time? Do they renew yearly? Is there any retesting involved? What are they continuing to pay for to access and continue to use these materials? It's really important to look at that and to really create an environment, a community with your certified folks that supports them not just now, but supports them in the long-term success of their business, and likewise supports you in the long-term success of what you're creating. We need to look at legal and brand protection. You're putting your reputation on the line when you create a certification program, right? Because what if you create something and people go out there and they don't do a good job? What do you do about that? Now, the things we've talked about, structuring the program correctly, a great learning experience, testing, etc., that comes into play here too. But we absolutely want to protect your brand. We need the right agreements. We need the right IP protection. You need trademarks and copyrights and all of these things. Now, I am not a lawyer by any means, but we certainly cover and look at this piece. And I always point my clients to some folks who are really great at supporting them here in this part. Do not launch a certification program without looking at the legal piece. Please, please, please do not do it without looking at all 9 of these steps, but especially the legal piece, because oh boy, could you get yourself in some hot water if you're not purposeful here. And the last step is looking at measures of success. How are we going to continue to measure the success of this program? How do we know that the program is successful for the people you're certifying? Is it successful for you? Getting some good feedback structures and such. These are the 9 steps to creating a solid certification program. And again, when you're really purposeful in each of these areas, you're going to have an amazing program. If you want to find out if your business is ready for certification and explore what those next steps might look like, go ahead and take my Ready, Set, Certify quiz. You'll find the link here with this video. It's free to access. And if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post those here. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.